Hey everyone, welcome back to the Luna's Truths. Today I want to share with you a heartfelt story about someone's journey of self-discovery and how that path led to a very unique and touching connection with their mom. For as long as I can remember, I've had a fascination with cross-dressing. I honestly don't know when it began, but I know I was really young. Being an only child, I first experimented by trying on my mother's clothes. Later, when I got older and a little braver, I started buying my own outfits. After college, I finally had my own apartment, which gave me the freedom to explore as much as I wanted. Sometimes I dressed up a lot, other times I would take breaks for weeks. But as time passed, this side of me became more and more important. Even though my parents lived just a few miles away, we weren't all that close. My father passed away in a work accident when I was in my early 30s. That tragedy really shook me. It reminded me how fragile life can be. My mum moved to a home by Lake Michigan, and while she was financially secure, I think she was very lonely. After my dad's death, I found myself diving deeper into my feminine side. At first, I only went out late at night, just driving around dressed as myself. Then I got braver, visiting clubs, going shopping, and even walking in broad daylight as my true self, who I call Beth. I started to create a whole new identity for Beth. The clothes, the style, the personality. I loved the classy businesswoman look. Suits, skirts, heels. I even pierced my ears, which my conservative boss wasn't too happy about. But since I was the company's top salesperson, they let it slide. Now, here's where things get interesting. My relationship with my mum was never great. We mostly exchanged birthday or holiday cards and the occasional phone call. But one summer, I felt like it was time to be honest. I drove to see her and told her about Beth. Her reaction was tough. She admitted she had known for years, but said she couldn't support it. That hurt more than I can explain. I left early, convinced our already fragile relationship was about to break completely. But a couple of weeks later, something unexpected happened. Mum called me. She apologised for how distant we'd been, told me she admired my courage, and most importantly, she told me she loved me. Those were words I hadn't heard from her in years. After that, our conversations became more frequent. At first, just small talk. But one day, Mum surprised me. She said, "I want to get to know Beth, not just the son I raised, but my daughter too. Why don't you spend your birthday weekend with me? As Beth." At first, I was terrified. A whole weekend, fully living as myself with no way to hide or retreat into my male side. But I also knew this was the chance I'd always wanted. So I prepared carefully. I shopped for new clothes, styled my wig, packed Beth's own luggage, and even scheduled vacation days from work. I wanted to look polished, confident, and respectful, not only for myself, but also for my mother. Finally, the day arrived. Dressed in one of my favourite outfits, I drove to her house. My hands were trembling as I rang the doorbell. When Mum opened the door, she looked me over, smiled, and simply said, "Come inside, Beth." She hugged me, genuinely hugged me, not out of obligation, but with warmth. For the first time, I felt like she truly saw me. That evening, we talked for hours. She asked about my name, and when I told her Beth was short for Elizabeth Joanne, chosen to honour my grandmother and her, she actually teared up. She told me she was proud of me, and in that moment, I knew our relationship had transformed forever. And that's where I'll leave it for today. This was the beginning of a new chapter in both of our lives, not just mother and son, but truly mother and daughter.